Waiting.
I know, I'm waiting. I'm just thinking how to start the thing. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Hey Spring Chicken. My name is Cordelia and I'm in my early 60s. If you're a new visitor here, well, welcome. And if you're a returning visitor, I am so pleased to have you back. I am loving the support and the comments that I am getting, so good to have you back. I woke up 3 days ago and I woke up with eczema and a breakout and really dry, sore, crepey skin on my eyes. And I have been working very hard to cover the crepey skin and the eczema in between taking off makeup, doing filming. And do you know what? I thought it might be a good idea to show you what I do to cover the crepey, eczema sensitive skin. There's a really smart little hack, a really good tip that I found purely by accident when I was looking to extend my concealer and to dig right into the creases and to stop it filling up. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So let's go to the beginning. Okay, so here we are. I've got to, without any makeup on, except for, and I'll show you what I do have on my skin and how I put it on in the morning. So first of all, I will put on a serum onto my skin. And today I had to use one without any live ingredients, without anything that will upset my skin because it's having a bit of a breakout. What I'll do is I'll show you the problems that I suffer with. Now I haven't got any makeup on. So somebody the other day said to me, it looks like you're wearing eyeshadow. Sadly, that is this. I'm not wearing eyeshadow, but one of the side effects of eczema, crepey, hooded eyes are these sort of dark shadows above. So that is why I wear a lot of concealer on my eyes and primer and correctors. And you're going to see today how we do it. As mentioned, ordinarily, my first serum in the morning when I first wake up, before I do anything else, before I make a cup of tea, is put vitamin C and with a little bit of ferulic acid in there. However, I can't do that at the moment, so I put on just an ordinary oil serum. And I just put that on and I let it settle into my skin for about 20 minutes. After I've done that, I would then put on my eye cream. So I put on the eye cream I use today. Again, it can't have anything in it. It was just a standard vitamin E eye cream. So this eye cream, a really reasonably priced eye cream, drugstore eye cream. It's got vitamin E. It just helps keep the eyes moisturized. So it's from Superdrug and it is in their range. After that has all settled in, I then put on a very simple moisturizer, and the moisturizer that I use is one of my favorites. Absolute love it. So this morning I put on, after 20 minutes of the oil settling in, I then put on my V-Sense moisturizer. Again, it's because I'm using this primarily because my skin is just flaring up, so I have to be very, very careful. If you'd seen me 3 days ago, it was just, it was swollen everything. Anyway. Let's crack on with today. So I just used my NYX primer on my, to prime, so it's still a bit sticky from that. I've only just put it on, so we're ready to go. I had already previously put on my sun protector, so that goes on. So a lot goes on. Now let's start.
So before you can start, you need all of that.
She's very young, she doesn't
Oh
know.
no, I'm just saying, it's a lot. It's a lot. Before you can even start a crepey eye look, you need a whole bucket of product.
Before you start any putting on any makeup, you have to put on your serums, your moisturizers, your sun protector and your primer.
But if you don't, you'll melt.
Before I start anything, putting on any primers, before I put on any concealers, I put on a little drop of jojoba oil. This is the jojoba oil that I use, but any jojoba oil that you can find from any place is fine, and you only need a tiny little bit, so I will show you. So just a little tiny drop like that. She's on the wrong finger. It's just a tiny little bit, and then I put them there, just there. pat it in. That's quite a lot of oil there, so I'm going to pat it in. So what you're now going to need when you do this are some simple little things. We will use this. We will use a couple of brushes, and I thought I'd show you what I got as a free sample. Yes, I got a free gift with some products that I ordered from Beauty Bay. They gave me a set of brushes. Now, they're not expensive brushes. They are, there we go. I normally use pure brushes, but I thought for this we'll use the just so you can see, you don't need expensive brushes, and we're just going to use 2. In the US, they give you numbered brushes. Here we give them names, and so they will be eyeshadow, blender, and things like that. So I can't give you the numbers of them. Okay, so now that's on. Now we're going to put on the magic ingredient.
Finally.
The concealer I'm going to use is one of my favorites. It's a veil concealer, highlighter and corrector. Is the idea being that it will create the dewy-eyed magic look to your face, so you can wear it without makeup, but we're going to use it purely and simply as a concealer for my crepey eyes. What I'm doing now is getting a tiny, not having glasses on is difficult, tiny little bit of emollient cream. There we are, just a tiny bit of emollient cream, and I'm going to dab it on my eye like so. I'm going to rub it in with my ring finger. It is a rescue cream, so it's quite thick, but it makes the skin feel really good, and I would only use it when I'm really struggling with my skin. Otherwise it is quite a heavy laden cream, but it works. It really works. Here we go. So we're just going to dab it on to the areas that I want to conceal. I will take it out because it's all over my eye, and then I'm going to work quite quickly with a brush. And if that needs further blending in, just use that. It's your little pointy end. What I'm doing now is putting on a little bit of primer on the top eyelid, only a tiny bit. And now I'm going to use some setting spray. Great little tip that I saw on somebody. Spray on the back of the hand. Dries very quickly. So grab the ring finger and dab. So now I'm going to put my foundation on. Today I'm going to use my MAC sample, and I'll come back to you. So there I am. I have my MAC Studio Fix foundation. It's quite a natural, sort of my own colour, and I put a little bit of bronzer there. I'll add the products that I used on my skin to the links below, so you'll be able to see them, but I really like the MAC. So now what you can see is the crepey under eye. I mean, look, I've got to be honest, we're never going to lose, or I'm never going to lose my wrinkles or the crepey eye. We just want to make it look as good as it can be, without being red, without looking dark, and that's what I hope I've achieved, and I hope you can see that. I'm quite pleased with it. So I used the Ren Emollient, and this just helps the concealer stay damper for longer, and then I can set it quite quickly and without it going in the creases. Now, you don't need to use the Ren Emollient. You can use either any emollient cream or even the Vaseline sort of cream. It's not the Vaseline that we put on our lips or anything. It's the Vaseline cream, the emollient cream, or any cream like that. It works for me, and it may work for you. The last thing I want to do to set my face, we used a setting spray underneath there, which I dabbed on with my fingers. I would then normally add, after I've done everything, I would add a fixing powder. And the one my go-to fixing powder is Diego de la Palma, which is this one. Diego de la Palma translucent. It's got a slight yellow hue to it, but it doesn't look so on the skin. And what I use, it's just a very light dusting. You have to be a bit careful how you put a fixing powder on. Lots of people don't like it. Just there, get it on, tap it off, and then just swish it on there and just dab it over. And you just only need a tiny little bit. And I really do mean less is more. So if you've made it this far, I would like to thank you. Your support is wonderful. I am getting so many comments and our subscription is going up little by little, but it's going up faster. So I want to thank you. And if this is your first time here, well, maybe press the like button. In fact, if you're a returning viewer, press the like button, press the subscribe and ding that little bell. And that will alert you when content is uploaded. And we're putting stuff like this out every single week. You can also comment down below, and I'd welcome your comments. And you can follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and I'll add the handles below. And follow me on my website, hayspringchicken.com website. I will add hayspringchicken.com website. I will add the link to the description box below. On that website, we do all sorts of other things, not just beauty. We do lifestyle, retirement, income, relationship advice, really good blog posts. You may want to check out that website. But in the meantime, thank you, and I will see you soon.
Waiting.
I know, I'm waiting. I'm just thinking how to start the thing.
You did it earlier.
I did. May not work, but there we go.
Do you want me to zoom in? Or?
No, do you have to? You have to zoom in.
I'm going to. There it is. Look at all it.